Alright, so for the second time, I have lost 2 hours of footage because the game crashed my whole computer, thus rendering the MP4 recordings unfinalized, therefore losing everything in the process. Now, I'm really frustrated by this because I've been doing these full recordings of all my playthroughs for 5 or 6 years. And I think I've only ever lost footage once. And now suddenly it's happening twice with this one game. And the first time I thought, okay, maybe it was just a random fluke. I'm not gonna bother switching my recording software to switch file formats to something that won't lose the whole recording in the event of a system crash. And so I said, I'll just stay on MP4. Because the files are half as big, which means it takes up less space on my hard drive and would be easier for editing and rendering a review. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to start switching to the other formats because I'm getting real tired of wasting my time replaying 2.5 hours of footage. Like, this is already literally 5 hours of my life that I've wasted because of these stupid crashes. I'm getting frustrated by it. And if I weren't doing a full playthrough, then I might be content to just say, okay, that's 2 hours I lost. I'll just go back, load an... If I need to get any specific footage, I'll go back and load an old save. Record what I need to, but because I'm doing a full playthrough and I value you guys getting to see everything, I'm going back and replaying everything. So right now I'm on some guild quests for the Merchants Guild, and we have the quest to basically secure Darta's the little campsite for the Merchant Guild. I gotta come over here and try to convince him to let the merchants set up camp here. But first I'm gonna murder this bandit and take out some of my rage on him. And actually, while I'm over here, I'm gonna do 2 things that I realized, really 3 things that I realized I missed the last time I was out here. A few little things, like somehow I apparently never looted that tree. And then there's also a goblin berry and a dragon root somewhere. Right here is the goblin berry where the stealth bear ambushed me. And this other thing probably didn't miss per se, but I can grab pretty easily, so I'm gonna grab it while I can. The dragon root. At the very end of my last session before the game crashed my whole system, I was in this area thinking maybe I would try my luck on some of these undead guys to see if I could loot that cave and maybe find like a dragon slicer type item. And I was like, literally, I just want to do one more thing. Let me just try this before I end the recording, and then I lost everything. So if I hadn't gotten ambitious or greedy, I might have just been able to end the session and not lose 2.5 hours of my life. But now I have that stuff. And now I can get on with doing the rest of the quests.
Przyszedłem w imieniu gildii kupieckiej.
W takim razie żegnam.
Ej, ty. Dlaczego nie chcesz współpracy?
Bo nie. I możesz już sobie odejść, nie zmienisz mojego zdania. Lepsi od ciebie próbowali.
A wytłumaczyłeś im, dlaczego nie chcesz umów z Archolos? Jeśli nam powiesz, w czym problem, chętnie temu zaradzimy. I obie strony skorzystają.
Nie ma nic do tłumaczenia, marny najemniczyno. Ty i twoi nierozgarnięci kumple moglibyście to w końcu zrozumieć. Jeszcze czegoś chcesz? Bo jeśli przyszedłeś tylko w tej sprawie, to możesz już sobie iść.
So the quest log says that I should be searching around his hut, his camp, to find information on why he dislikes it, which naturally means that I have to search his treasure chest, which I have already looted. But now, because I have an active quest, there will be a letter in here. Letter from Father. Son, I feel in my bones that I don't have much time left in this world. For that reason, I remind you that I have placed a deposit with Volker. When I am gone, go to him and do what you want with the money. Volker may be young, but he is a smart man. Mark my words, he will make a name for himself on Archolos. This is my final advice to you. Don't work for those thieves from Araxos. I did say yes to them, and when I didn't want to follow orders, some thugs threatened me. When I was in trouble, I couldn't count on help, and I had to manage on my own. I don't wish you a similar fate. Your loving father. P.S. Glenveer is a beautiful island without any mercenaries. This is exactly the kind of island I wanted to end my life on. And I had, in the original playthrough, run into numerous issues with this quest that frustrated me to no end. Because if you may remember, in the last recording session, part 22 or whatever that was, 23, well, Adelard made some comments about, like, you know, killing people is a touchy subject, but, you know, if he did die, we'd be able to get the land for free. And I was like, hey, that seems kind of like a, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I tried multiple times to get that guy killed, just to see if I could. And the game doesn't let you murder him. Marvin will refuse. And then, as we will see before long, there is a second opportunity for him to die. And I kind of took a slightly different route than I should have. But as we will soon see, there is a second opportunity for him to possibly die. And that didn't resolve the quest in the way that I thought it would either. And so it's another instance of me being frustrated by the quest logic not making sense, whether due to the quest design or weird translations that convey meaning differently than what it should be. But we'll see that as I get to it. The other frustrating thing about losing all that footage is I had several fun random encounters around town that I don't know if I'm going to trigger again, when or if they'll happen.
Już wiem, czemu Darte nie chce współpracować.
Dlaczego? Cholera, to komplikuje sprawę. Czynniki osobiste trudno jest przezwyciężyć. Musimy się dokładnie zastanowić. Zaraz. Nie ma żadnych najemników na Glenveer? Przecież od dawna mamy tam placówkę. Ten list musi mieć ładnych parę lat.
Gildia naprawdę tak działała?
Cóż, niestety tak. Przez lata pieczę nad Araxos sprawowali chciwi kupcy nie liczący się ze swoimi ludźmi. Rozumiejący tylko cyferki i stosy złota w osobistych skarbcach. Na szczęście te czasy są dawno za nami. Teraz nawet Rada traktuje podwładnych z godnością.
Co jeśli Darte zauważy kradzież?
Czyli ukradłeś mu ten list? Pięknie. Cóż, miejmy nadzieję, że nie zauważy. Chociaż skoro chcemy wykorzystać te informacje, to i tak się zorientuje. Trudno. Jakoś sobie poradzisz. Wierzę w ciebie. Dobra, coś mi przyszło do głowy. Nie ma sensu bić się z cieniostworem pięściami. Osobistych pobudek nie przeskoczymy. Zaproponuj mu, że zapłacimy za wynajem jego obozu i pozwolenie na obecność naszych ludzi w tym miejscu. Niczego więcej nie chcemy. Nie musi dla nas pracować, tylko nas tolerować. Daj mu to. Pismo ma zawsze większą moc niż słowa.
Rozumiem. Przekażę.
So there were like 3, 4, maybe 5 kind of interesting random events that I got into around town, and one of them gave me actually a pretty useful amulet that I would like to have, but I don't know if I'll get that opportunity again. So who knows? So we come here and experience plus 40, new entry, eyes on the west. I went back to Darsh's camp, but I don't see the hunter anywhere. I'll look around, maybe he's gone hunting. So it turns out he is over here fighting boars. And if you had beat him up and stolen his weapon, then he will actually get killed by these boars, because he can't do enough damage to survive. You notice here, he's lost half his health with a weapon.
Niewiele brakowało. Całe szczęście, że byłeś w pobliżu. Bo jakbym padł, to mógłbym tu nie wiadomo ile leżeć.
To prawda. Może w takim razie porozmawiamy jeszcze raz o pewnej sprawie.
Ech, uparci jesteście. Nie mam niczego nowego do powiedzenia w tej sprawie.
Ale my mamy. Przede wszystkim w imieniu całej gildii chcę powiedzieć, że jest nam przykro z powodu tego, co spotkało twojego ojca.
Co? Grzebałeś w moich rzeczach? Złodzieju!
Nie jestem złodziejem. Proszę.
No tak, tylko pożyczyłeś, prawda? Upadliście jeszcze niżej niż myślałem. Dlaczego niby w takiej sytuacji miałbym zmienić zdanie?
Nie musisz pracować dla gildii. Wystarczy wynajem.
Słucham?
Gildia nie będzie ci zlecała żadnych robót. Zamiast tego otrzymasz zapłatę za tolerowanie obecności najemników w swoim obozie. Proszę, to potwierdzenie na piśmie.
Na papierze wygląda to dobrze. Ale skąd mam wiedzieć, że twoi koledzy tak samo jak ty nie będą grzebać w moich rzeczach?
Przy podpisywaniu umowy można dopisać punkt, że za każdą skradzioną rzecz dostaniesz od gildii wielokrotność jej wartości w złocie.
Z tym warunkiem mogę przystać na taką umowę. Powiedz to swojemu szefowi.
Oczywiście. Cieszę się, że doszliśmy do porozumienia.
And so if you let him get killed by these creatures, Adelard acts as if you killed him, even though you weren't the one that killed him.
Niczego tu nie znajdę.
And he gets really mad and like threatens to do you no favors anymore, and there's never any opportunity in the dialogue for you to say, hey, I didn't kill him, he died fighting boars. He got killed on a hunting trip. Like, doesn't this work out for us? And so I was like, nah. Irritated me. While I'm here, I know I need to make some more. I'll go ahead and use all of my scavenger eggs. I have 7 pumpkins, so I need to make 21 scavenger meats. Is that right? Yeah. Scavenger and pumpkin shashlik. There's like a few other things that might be worth making. If I can remember what they were. It was like some of these sandwiches. These ones are relatively cheap. Or at least they are made from plentiful ingredients, and they give a decent amount of health. And there's some berry thing here with sweet blueberries, so that'll get me a decent amount of health as well. And I'm gonna want that before long because the next area that I'll be going to for the next quest has considerable amount of combat, or at least I turned it into a lot of combat by exploring a lot of the surrounding areas. And now with all those the apple pies, wherever they might be, I can find them. Here they are. Preserves the natural properties of apples. So I can munch on some of those, and I can get a couple strength points. I think I'm like one apple pie shy of getting another strength point or something like that. But I think I've already had some apple pie, so I might not need need to eat 15 or whatever. I don't know. We'll see.
Darte udostępni gildii swój obóz. Postawił tylko jeden warunek. W umowie musi być zapisane ubezpieczenie na wypadek kradzieży dokonanej przez najemników.
Nie ma problemu. Jak chłopakom się powie, że mają niczego nie dotykać, to nie będą. A Darte będzie miał święty spokój. Dobrze się spisałeś. Masz. Zasłużyłeś.
And I cannot get my promotion yet. I think I have to also do this working with Rama with Garros. Possibly in addition to the main quest from Lorenzo, but I don't know.
Przyszedłem po zlecenie.
A co to? Świeżaczek chce pokazać, że do czegoś się nadaje? Dobrze, mam coś dla ciebie. Kiedy moi tropiciele wykonują zadania w terenie, zdarza im się zbierać mnóstwo przeróżnych roślin. Większość po prostu sprzedajemy alchemikom, bo co innego z nimi zrobimy. Potrzebujemy jednak stałych dostaw mikstur, czy to leczniczych, czy jakoś zwiększających umiejętności chłopaków. Właśnie dlatego chcemy nawiązać współpracę z Ramchą. Nikt w mieście nie robi lepszych wywarów od niej. Rozmawialiśmy z nią w tej sprawie i stwierdziła, że zgodzi się podpisać kontrakt, ale musimy jej pomóc w jakiejś eskapadzie.
Co to za eskapada?
Nie wiem. Musisz ją zapytać. Biorąc pod uwagę jej fach i to, jak się wyrażała, będziesz musiał wyjść gdzieś poza miasto.
Ta pomoc to jedyny warunek?
Jedyny, o jakim do tej pory mówiła. Mam nadzieję, że nie wymyśli czegoś nowego, bo nikogo przecież nie będziemy błagać o współpracę. Na wszelki wypadek wykonuj jej polecenia tak, żeby nie miała wątpliwości co do jakości naszych usług.
A jak coś się jej stanie?
Lepiej, żeby tak nie było. A jeśli już, to nie z twojej winy. Archolos musi mieć czyste ręce. To już wszystko. Lepiej nie każmy jej czekać na samym początku współpracy. Idź i pokaż, do czego zdolna jest gildia.
Alright, so yeah, as you see here, there's 42 hours and 23 minutes, and this is what I started with, so that's like almost 2 hours of in-game time that just vanished. It's 2 hours of in-game time, but I spent, at least 15 minutes replaying certain scenarios because I would die or the quest would do something stupid. So now I gotta go over to the herbalist sisters Fada and Rama. As I recall, I can get there if I just go straight through here and then turn left. Okay, this is one of my guys. One of my random events is still here.
Psst, młody, hehe, chciałbyś mi pomóc?
W czym rzecz?
Hehe, sprawa jest prosta. Potrzebuję kogoś, kto przypilnuje mojej książki na czas mojej nieobecności.
Jakiej książki?
Hehe, im mniej wiesz, tym lepiej dla nas obu. Ale możesz być pewien, że twoja pomoc zostanie wynagrodzona. To jak?
Kim jesteś?
Lepiej, żebyś nie znał odpowiedzi na to pytanie. Hehe.
Hehe.
Przypilnuję twojej książki.
Hehe, świetnie!
Hehe.
Pilnuję jak oka w głowie. Za 3 dni spotkamy się na plaży w porcie. Będę czekał za dnia. A jakby ktoś pytał, to mnie nie widziałeś. Hehe.
Hehe. So he gives a book, a risky venture, and wants me to meet him 3 days later on the beach at the the harbor. So the bizarre journeys of 5 warriors in search of hidden treasure. Unfortunately, the ending is missing. And when I open it,
Co takiego? To jakieś brednie.
Marvin immediately says, "What's that? This is bullshit." But the actual thing says, "Nameless of the greedy hand took up his weapon to the enemy's torment end." A smile crossed his face at the thought of what will be done by his mace. Muddy, how low you sank when you stole my uncle's bank. You cannot blame me, Nameless, for hoarding so much gold is shameless. But I have it no more, it all have been written. You will never find it, for it is hidden. These insolent words made Nameless boil, but his thoughts of reason it didn't spoil. Tell me, you bastard, where is my livelihood, and perhaps I will not cut off your wood. Of your treasure, the whole Sosnograd has taken possession. There will be nothing left for your obsession. No, it can't be true. I will find the perpetrators and make them blue. I'll get my inheritance back while drinking beer, because that money will make my head unclear. Author's note. By Enos, the action is dead, motionless even. Stories about dragons and Trojan ones are so hard to believe in. So I don't know what any of this means. It's the author's note at the end really sounds like it's supposed to be referencing Gothic 2's story about being the dragon and the chosen of Enos. So I also don't know what it meant by the description about 5 people, and there's only like 2 people. There's Nameless and Muddy. If Muddy is even a name, so I don't know what the hell a Sosnograd is, but that's the thing. Either way, oh, I want my city map, please. Writings. City map, so I meant to loop around to the right, actually. Gotta go this way. Because they're right here. Fada, I know, has no new dialogue, but Rama, on the other hand, I have come in the name of Archolos.
Przyszedłem w imieniu Archolos.
Tak? Świetnie. Bałam się, że będę musiała czekać, aż osiwieje. Gotowy do drogi?
Najpierw wolałbym się dowiedzieć, o co konkretnie chodzi. Wtedy będę gotowy.
Ostatnio przeczytałam o pewnej rzadkiej roślinie, która ma ciekawe właściwości chroniące przed działaniem magii. Chcę ją znaleźć.
Wiesz, gdzie może się znajdować?
Mam podejrzenia. Dogadałam się z miejskim królikiem, że zbada dla mnie pewien teren. Spotkam się z nim pod waszą kopalnią i tam mi odpowie, czy warto go dokładnie sprawdzić.
Mam cię odprowadzić do kopalni?
Nie, droga tam jest raczej bezpieczna. Bardziej przydasz się na miejscu i tam dopowiem ci resztę. Zabiorę tylko swoje rzeczy i wyruszam.
So Rama needs my help while looking for some plant. I'm to meet her and the town barber surgeon near the Archolos mine. But of course, I'd like to wait 3 days and resolve the stuff with the mysterious Leonza or whatever his name was. So 1... Two. Three. Oh, that's right. I can loot this upstairs area now that Rama is gone. But I gotta wait for Fadya to leave. Some decent stuff to take here. Thought I could get that knife, but I guess not. Actually, it kind of looks like that's a razor, yeah. But for instance, the black pearl is pretty nice. I think that's a blank rune up top. It's just hard to target. There it is. And sadly, I can't take what looks like a goblin berry or a king sorrel. That's just purely decorative. And with any luck, if I retrace my steps from what I did the last time, I will in fact be able to encounter, at the very least, the one event, the one encounter or whatever that gives the amulet that I really want. I was targeting something over here. Gold? Not sure where I'm targeting the gold, but don't matter. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna pop a sprint potion. This is a lot of running. Speed stew. Here is mysterious
Witaj,
Leonzo.
nieznajomy.
Here's your book.
Oto twoja książka.
O, czekałem na nią. Cóż, tak jak obiecałem, należy ci się mała nagroda. Dzięki za pomoc. Nigdy więcej się nie spotkamy.
We'll never meet again.
Czy po tym wszystkim nie należy mi się słowo wyjaśnienia?
Hehe, nie. A jeżeli zajrzałeś do książki, to mogłeś otrzymać małą podpowiedź. A jeżeli nie czytałeś, hehe, to nawet lepiej dla mnie.
So I still don't know what that's supposed to be referencing. It means nothing to me. But I got 75 gold out of it and kind of an interesting little encounter. So now I'm supposed to be meeting Ramha somewhere near the Araxos gold mine. So my plan is to find a runner and warp there. But I had 2 encounters along the way to the guy. And one of them was here, and she is not here. Another one was here, and she appears to be here, and that's the one I really want.
Chłopcze, dziwnie to zabrzmi, ale przypominasz mi mojego męża, gdy był jeszcze młody.
Szuka pani swojego męża?
Nie, mój drogi, mój mąż od dawna nie żyje. Jednak, gdy cię zobaczyłam, pewna myśl przeszła przez moją głowę.
Co takiego?
Ten amulet należał do mojego męża. Ja jednak nie mam z niego żadnego pożytku. Pomyślałam sobie, że mógłbyś go ze sobą zabrać.
Zrobię z niego dobry użytek.
Dobrze, dbaj o niego. Mój mąż pewnie bardzo by się złościł, gdyby coś mu się stało.
Dziękuję, będę ostrożny.
This is one that I wish I could actually offer her some money for, because it's a decent potion. Not a potion, amulet. So Amulet of the Adventurer, it's strength +5 with edge and blunt protection of 5. So it's kind of just a nice little all-around weapon. God, not weapon, amulet. Yeah. So that, you know, potentially gets me a little bit closer to using the double-bladed axe. And now my speed potion wore off, but here's a runner. Trying to remember, because I didn't notice this guy when I was playing the last time, and I might have run past 1 or 2 more random encounters. Screw it, they weren't as good as the amulet. So take me to, it's still early in the morning, the Araxos, the Merchants Guild Mine.
Ależ oczywiście.
Okay, so the quest is actually up that way. But I had previously explored in these directions over here, thinking maybe she and the barber surgeon would be over here, and, well, did quite a lot of combat and exploration over here, so I'm gonna replay and recreate all of that. Which I think I mostly just came down here, right? This was a case of thinking, you know, they're probably not going to be down here, but there's stuff down here, and I'd like to see what's down here. So the exploration instinct got me, and Up here we have a door
Bez właściwego klucza nigdy tego nie otworzę.
that I will never get open without
Bez
the right
właściwego
key.
klucza nigdy tego nie otworzę.
So one can assume that a quest will send me here at some point. And then down here is kind of where all the fun stuff is. We got mud turtles, and previously I got my ass kicked by these things right outside of Silbach, but now they are much easier to fight. Especially if you can pop a couple of crits on them, they go down real fast. But they will knock off a good chunk of your health if you don't get crits and you just sit there tanking it. So, I want those apple pies. Wherever they might be. They're like right there. Alright. Munch on one of those. Give myself a quick save here. And we got these disturbing beasts, which are forest raiders officially. They're not too bad. Mandible and a seed of a healing root. Alright, you need to take a long way around. And then over there are some wargs, and they're pretty tough to fight right now, but I can get them. However, I want to take care of the other stuff in the vicinity first. And so, of course, you see the troll straight ahead. Still nowhere near capable of fighting a troll, but he's got some, if I remember right, somewhat decent loot in there. Usually there's an earth aloe near the trolls, but he is also guarding, like, a sword, I think? A dexterity sword? I think somewhere down here there's a goblin berry and a possibly also a dragon root. I don't remember, but I'll have to keep an eye out for dragon root. There we've got a little underwater cache. And then behind the waterfall is a treasure chest. With a summon snapper spell. Specifically a rune. No sign of any dragon root. Ay, ay. And of course, with all this green light shining through the canopy, it gives me strong vibes of the sun circle from Gothic 2. Kind of a pretty little area. So my plan here is to just run through and grab everything I can, basically. Hopefully I don't get killed. There's a shrink monster spell, there's the earth aloe, and there's the wing trimmer. Okay, so the good thing is a pretty good bow, which is worth a lot. Let's see if I can do this. Grab, not, oh, I'm dead. God, freaking hell, he grabbed the wrong thing. I don't remember if trolls sleep at night, because that would be handy if I could run in here and grab this stuff from him while he's sleeping. Oh, I was hoping to bait him and lure him out of the cave. Just give me boat. Alright, so there's that. The earth aloe is really the only other thing I'm hoping to get, but he'll just kill me, so never mind. Run past him and get whacked. Run away. So I might be able to run past him now. Grab the earth aloe and get out. Well, he's standing right on top of it. Excuse me. If I play dead, will he leave me alone? Nope. Ah! Alright. I had a much easier time doing this the first time. Like, I only died once. And the second time I was just like, oh, let me just get it and get out, no problem. And now he's killing me constantly. Right, this is probably better if he sees me earlier. So then he stops to growl. Grab this, and now I just need to loop around with enough clearance. He's gonna hit me, isn't he? Ah, run away. Alright, so got the most important stuff out of there. The shrink monster would be kind of nice to have, but I can live without that. Now there's a bunch of wargs over here that I gotta deal with. They're pretty dangerous if you get hit, because I can only take like 2 hits safely, I think. There's some degree of really careful patience to get this right, so that way you're interrupting their lunge attacks. Oh god, 1325 is the newer one. So you gotta be able to have enough space that they will lunge attack instead of just doing the quick little bite attack. But then you also need to be delaying the attack at the right time, so that way you'll interrupt them when they do the lunge attack, and you gotta stay just barely out of range and like right in that perfect sweet spot. Oh, I got 2. Okay, well, I'm dead. Just kill me. Just want the 1. Just give me 1. See, there I was too early on the attack. Too late on the attack. That was the right timing. It's a really pretty difficult fight, because if you make one tiny little mistake, you get hammered. Your timing is off by a split second, it wrecks you. Got it wrong there. See, it's pretty easy when you can get the timing right, but if you, like I say, you make the tiniest little error, like a fraction of a second early or a fraction of a second late, it really hurts. And the rock, I think, interfered with that timing. Alright. So that gets me up to a nice round number of strength. Pretty nice. No sign of any. You might have heard a shadow beast just now. We'll be seeing quite a few shadow beasts before long. Still no sign of dragon root. Thought there might have been one down here, but I really don't know for sure. I, of course, being a melee fighter, I'm much more interested in getting dragon roots than goblin berries, but I'll take all the permanent permanent items I can get. So we go into the cave. Well, there is one shadow beast and a second one. You know, let me do a save right outside here just in case. Don't want to get too reckless with this. But because it's daylight and they're all sleeping, I can run in here and loot everything. No issues. There's some decent loot in here, if I remember right. Elixir of Dexterity Enhancement. That was the temporary one. The Belt of Force gives me a strength upgrade. Strength boost. Oh, I missed some digger meat. I'll get that on the way out. And the third Shadow Beast, because this is just Shadow Beast Central up in here. Extended speed potion, a small chest that sells for I think 750. Well, it has a value of 750. I guess it sells for a lot less than that. Oh, that's the good thing. Right here is Raven's Beak. That is a strength weapon. Exactly what I like. And strangely enough, you can go mining and not wake up the shadow beasts. There we go. Alright, now that's done. And head back up and get out of this little grove. Go find Rama and Figaro, whatever his name is. Still no dragon roots. And I will do like I did last time and sleep at the Beekeepers. That way I can get some free healing and give myself a little bit more daylight, even though it's still relatively early in the afternoon. The point is the beds are not far away because it's right here.
Mądra decyzja.
While I'm here, I may as well double check.
Chwila.
Do any of these guys have show me your goods. Got apples. That's not what I wanted. I could have sworn I had this recipe. Did I never read it? Huh. Alright. My main thing is gonna be buying pumpkins for making those shashliks. Because so far those seem to be like the most potent healing item, while also using fairly accessible ingredients. Like there is the boar stew that gives permanent health bonuses, which is pretty nice, but it also needs like perennial wine or something that's kind of rare and semi-expensive to buy. So I don't have a lot of easy access to making lots of that. And right here we have our two friends, Rama and Figaro.
No, jesteście. Teren już dawno zbadany i myślę, że wypatrzyłem podejrzanego. Jest przy jednej ze skał, tu, nad jeziorem. Taki szarawy, ledwo wystawał z ziemi. Nie chciałem wydłubywać samemu. Uznałem to za zbyt ryzykowne. Oczywiście liczę, że mi również dostarczycie próbkę. Jeśli ten korzeń naprawdę ma magiczne właściwości, to byłoby to coś. Dobrze, już dobrze. Póki co nie będę snuł wyobrażeń. Młody, pokaż, do czego gildia jest zdolna i sprowadź Ramchę z powrotem w jednym kawałku. Będę tu czekał.
And she just goes. We did not stop to talk. We're just going for it. Isn't there another wolf? There it is. All right.
Dobra, jesteśmy. Teraz posłuchaj mnie uważnie. Przyszłam tutaj po roślinę zwaną skalnym korzeniem. Jak słyszałeś, Cyrulik sądzi, że wypatrzył go gdzieś tutaj. Problem polega na tym, że trudno ją wykopać, a w trakcie całego procesu prawdopodobnie pojawi się dodatkowa przeszkoda.
Jaka?
Według opisów, jakie znalazłam, podczas wyciągania go z ziemi korzeń wydziela bardzo intensywny zapach wabiący zwierzęta. I tutaj ty wkraczasz do akcji.
Mam pilnować, żeby żadne zwierzę ci nie przeszkadzało?
Przeszkadzać na pewno będzie. Grunt, żebym przeżyła całą operację. Dobra, nie ma co dalej gadać. Bierzmy się do roboty.
It's going to be interesting work. Yep. Caw! More scavenger eggs. That's what I need, really. Make more of those apple Well, whatever they are, I can never remember. Pie or apple fritters. Wolves. And then it occurs to me it would be wise to do a save, just in case, because of this. I can say I'm handling bears a hell of a lot better now than I was at the beginning of the game. Now, is there a dragon root up here? Because I'd like as many dragon roots as I can get, please.
Dobra, mam po co przyszłam. Jak tam sobie poradziłeś?
Żyje, więc jest nieźle. To ten korzeń, o który chodziło?
Właściwie to nie jestem pewna. Wydzielał zapach podczas wycinania go z ziemi, ale teraz jest jakiś taki zwyczajny? Niech no sobie tylko przypomnę. Tak, trzeba było go przekręcić i powąchać.
Nieprzytomna. Pójdę po Cyrulika, żeby ją wybudził.
And she died.
Nie ma czego plądrować.
She died, dude. Now I have a little bit more peace to loot to this area. Now that I'm not under pressing need to follow an NPC and protect them from death. There is the dragon root I was thinking there might be.
Potrzebuję twojej pomocy.
Co się stało? Gdzie Ramcha?
Sprawdzała, czy roślina, którą znalazła, to skalny korzeń i padła na ziemię nieprzytomna. Trzeba ją ocucić.
Cholera jasna. Naczytała się głupich wskazówek w bogowie wiedzą jakiej książce i oczywiście jest z tego problem. Dobra, prowadź mnie do niej.
Jasny gwint! Co tu się wydarzyło?
Straciłaś przytomność po tym, jak powąchałaś ten skalny korzeń.
Poważnie? Jak ja znajdę autora tamtej książki? Sprawdź autentyczność rośliny poprzez jej powąchanie po wyciągnięciu z ziemi. Też mi coś. To by dopiero była robota dla kogoś z Araxos, żeby mi go znalazł i nauczył udzielania prawdziwych rad.
Ale układ był inny. Wywiązaliśmy się ze swojej części umowy, teraz twoja kolej.
Tak, tak, jasne. Podpiszę ten kontrakt. Przekaż Garosowi, że będę wam przyrządzała mikstury. Ach, cholera, ale mi się w głowie kręci.
Co z rośliną? Ma jakieś właściwości?
Właściwości odurzające z pewnością są niesamowite. Będę musiała zbadać, czy może mi się to jakoś przydać.
Odprowadzić cię do miasta?
Nie, nie trzeba. Poradzę sobie. Muszę tylko chwilę odpocząć.
Ech, co by to była za alchemia, tak bez stresu i przygód podczas zbierania składników. Dobrze, że tu byłeś.
Taka moja praca. Ludzie Araxos nigdy nie zawodzą.
Jasne, jasne. Jakbyś czegoś potrzebował, to w najbliższym czasie nie planuję opuszczać pracowni. Do zobaczenia.
That's that. Apart from going back to Garros to turn in the quest. However, I would like to explore another area while I am here, and that way I can cross it off my mental checklist. We have the forest between the mine and Silbach yet to clear in its entirety, so I may as well go and do that. And that is where things can get a little tedious, because there are a lot of wargs in that little forest. That was kind of a cool dodge. Now we're entering back into the forest, and I have previously explored a lot of this, but as you see, there's goblin berries that I missed. I was definitely here for this. And I think there might even be a dragon root somewhere that I missed, or that I will gain access to as I kill other things. So basically, I just gotta fight a bunch of crap in here, and then I can be done. There's a bear. Oh. Come at me, bro. A lot easier when you get those crits. There's a deserter's blade over there. Actually, I don't remember if I explored this before my game corrupted. Or not my game, my computer crashed. What is in this vicinity? Where even am I? In this little waterfall area. Alright, alright, alright. Oh. What is this?
Bez właściwego klucza
I'll never
nigdy
get
tego
this
nie
open
otworzę.
without the right key. So I will guess that I come back here later for a quest or something. Somewhere down there is a deserter's blade. Maybe that'll be a strength weapon, but I suspect we're talking about dexterity. Mule Merts. These things were kind of cool early. I have yet to use any. Leather bellows, that's nice. What am I doing on time? An hour and 11 minutes. I think I should be alright. Apples and pastry is what it's called. I forgot to look at what that deserter blade is. So here's the Raven's Beak that I forgot to show you. It's does 120, it needs 120 strength, which is nice because that's high damage. 130 gives me something to strive for. Deserter's Blade, actually, hey, that's something better than what I'm using, but it's a two-hander. Didn't think about that. So obviously I have no training, so I've got the really crappy animations and a very low chance to crit, so that's not much use to me. There's another interesting detail in these woods, because you remember when I came here with Sunder, we were trying to find a contact, and he was a dude with, he was like a butcher. He's wearing a butcher's apron, short brown hair. We found his corpse, and he was already dead, presumed by the locals to have been killed by the beast. I think I remember I have not been in here because the door will never open. We will never ever see that what's inside there ever, because it will never open. But somewhere in here, there he is. You see him to the right? He's back up, and he is turned into a zombie. Well, I don't know why that happened. Might be a weird special characteristic of the beast. If it is the beast. But now he's a zombie, and that's like kind of cool. But this guy hits really hard and doesn't stagger like at all, so he's kind of a pain to fight. Ajajaj.
Nic tu nie ma.
I don't know why he turned into a zombie. That's still a really cool thing that he did. Do I have like a sandwich I can eat? Somewhere over here are goblin berries that I somehow missed the last time I was here. It's amazing how many little things I keep managing to miss. So now this is where the legion of wargs is, and I believe I counted 11 the last time I was out here. And I'm really not too excited about fighting 11 of these suckers again, but, you know, they give a lot of XP when they die. And if you kill all of them, that's a considerable amount of progress towards a level up. Oh god, I screwed that up. Wrong timing. Wrong timing.
Nie ma czego plądrować.
Nothing to plunder. Hey, you weren't supposed to get that hit in. He snuck a hit in that he should not have been able to, and then I mistimed one. I'm saving after every single one of these because I don't want to get reckless and die and lose progress, knowing that there are many of these guys left to kill. Flawless victory. There's one on the left. I mistimed that one. God, freaking hell. Oh, good. There's a black bear in there, which is way stronger than a regular bear, so I do not want to go in there. I sure hope that bear was not aggroing me through a wall, because that would just ruin my happiness. Oh, he didn't do the backup. I don't like this. Something's weird. He's like not doing the animations right. Like my pattern was getting screwy because he wasn't backstepping the way I expect him to. Alright, and so you think, oh, that's it, that's all for the wargs, but then there's more. There's always more. It's like another 5 more or something like that? 6? I don't know. I count 4 right now. Mistimed that one, and then I got reckless. Thought if I could just quickly get another hit in, I'd kill it, but of course not.
Nic tu nie ma.
Nothing there. Yep, there's another one to the right past the tree. I'm doing a lot better this time after all the practice I got the first time through here. Like, I had a couple times where I died and a lot more time spent healing after getting hit. Well, this at least is going more smoothly. This does demonstrate one quality I really like about this game, but Gothic in particular, the slight tactics involved with timing. Like, you notice where I've been trying to delay my attacks to catch it at the right moment there, to interrupt it as it's jumping. There's a aspect of satisfaction to be had in this game with kind of figuring out the little tricks to sort of exploit the enemies once you know how they behave, and knowing exactly when to backstep or sidestep, and putting a slight delay on your attacks to catch them in the middle of their animations. Here's a goblin berry to my right. Lots of little things like that that make the combat surprisingly satisfying for being relatively simple compared to something like, you know, Dark Souls and other games that are much more action-focused than this. And of course, you compare this to Bethesda game where the attacks don't matter whatsoever. It's worth noting that there is this little thing up here. There's a cave with a glowing red light, and I do not know how to get up there. I have not had any luck trying to grab onto these ledges, so it kind of seems to me like one of those doors will eventually lead out to here somehow. So it might be accessed at some point through a quest. I have no idea what's up there or how to get to it now. So all I can do is just do another sweep of the area looking for any dragon roots that I might have missed. Could have sworn there was a dragon root somewhere. I won't spend too long looking for it. Because for all I know, it might not exist, but I do want to just check around, make sure I'm not missing anything majorly important. This should be a depleted tree. What was this? There it is. Knew it. That's the major thing I wanted to get in here. Let me just look around and double check if there's anything else that I can find quickly and easily. Again, there is a black bear in that cave, and it kills me in like pretty much one hit, so I'm not even gonna bother trying. I could show it to you, but I don't really want to deal with it right now. So I will just head back to Silbach, sleep, buy some pumpkins, because I think I can buy some from Bastian. Then I'll head back to town and turn in this quest from Garros. And be in pretty good shape. Made some decent XP there. Kipper. Oh, Bastian is sweeping. Okay.
Hej, ty.
Hey, you. Show me your goods.
O,
He does have scavenger eggs. I gotta buy them for $8 a piece, though. That's kind of bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's $70 I just spent on pumpkins. I'll also buy some parsley, because I think I need that for some things. Cabbage, sure, why not? And there are turnips, just in case. Have some any vegetable recipes. You know what? I'll buy these. I can cook the apple pastries with that. I like making some apple pastries. In fact, let me cook some of that apple pastry now. Seeing as I chewed through a lot of my healing stuff the last time. Fighting all those wargs. I can make that if I had more scavenger meat. I don't have a whole lot though. Didn't I grill quite a few? I'll make a couple more. Apples and pastry. I can make 5 before I run out of apples. And then, what were my other options for easy food stuffs? That's probably a good one if I grill up the meat. Old broccoli bread. I don't want to use that one because it uses meadow knotweeds. But country apple pie. No. Bread with meat. Any meats. I'm running out of my any meats. I think it was the mole rat. That's not bad. This uses all a bunch of vegetables. A nice vegetable soup. Beer bread is something I should be making. This strong beer, how often am I going to use that? Healing herbs I could theoretically use in crafting healing potions, but I don't know how to make those right now, so what good does that do me? Okay, how much wolf meat do I have? Where's the back button? I can't just press escape to go back. I gotta scroll all the way up here. Wolf meat. I got 42, so let me do 10, 20, 1. Now I can make a bunch of those berry hunter whatever. 7 of those. Alright. That's plenty of healing for the foreseeable future. I got a whole lot of those pumpkin shashliks. Quite a few other things. And I still got plenty of potions if I want to use them. Am I at a point where I want to consider buying the boxer ring?
Pokaż.
I think Vite or somebody else has the other one. It's worth 500 though. Jeez. 1,000 gold to complete a quest. And I'll wait until I can get my strength up a little bit higher through natural means with better armor to sustain that fight, that fist fight. Now, if I warp back to the Innos Shrine, dreadfully long load spike. I may be able to get a promotion after this. I don't know. This will be both of the promotion tasks for each of the guys, so I don't know.
Ramcha podpisze z nami kontrakt.
Wiem, słyszałem. Już nad tym pracujemy. Dobra robota, młody. Podobno było gorąco podczas akcji.
Trochę tak. O mały włos oboje zostalibyśmy zjedzeni przez zwierzęta.
Cóż, tak wygląda praca tropicieli Archolos. Przyzwyczajaj się, jeśli chcesz do nas dołączyć. Gdzie ja... A, tutaj jest. Twoja zapłata.
So Garrus was pleased, I received some gold, and I showed my good side to the traders of Archolos. So, I got no dialogue with him. I'm gonna try talking to Lorenzo and see if I can promote myself. See if I have the authority to promote myself. Hey, yo.
Hej,
How's the situation?
jak se...
Pomimo ograniczeń handlu, udaje nam się wychodzić finansowo na...
That's not very promising. So, unless Adelard has promotion dialogue for me, I might have to do the unfair competition in order to rank up.
Jak cicho.
Doesn't look like it. So I guess you have to do all of them. So why not? I'll end this one here and set myself up to be able to work with Karamon for that other quest in the next one. Wonderbar.